On IMDb, Russell Redfield says Tobey Maguire is a curse to the screen. He is a little weasel, as if he could date anyone, let alone Kirsten Dunst. What a joke. Who cast this stuff? Your friend's dad? Probably. I, for one, have had enough of Tobey. I say it is time all Tobey hater rise as one and destroy his honor. They changed the Spider-Man actor in the video game. Now I say we do the same to save Kirsten from this monster. What? You like Tobey, do ya? You a fan of weasels? Go watch the National Geographic channel. I'm sure they've got a doco on you, sad idiot.
That's pretty good.
And Cobain says Andrew is beta. I hate this fool. Tobey is a little rat looking for cheese, and Andrew Garfield is the king of all cheese rats. This movie did not contain the real Gwen Stacy. Mary Jane, less than sign Andrew's Gwen. Suck my toes, Raimi.
Wow.
Both 1 star for Spider-Man 2002, because I don't think either of them really told you what movie we're doing today.
No, I don't think they did. Those are bonkers. Those are some bonkers reviews.
They were both written in 2022.
Okay. We're doing Spider-Man, everybody.
Whip, whip, whip. Hello, and welcome to the Royds Review Podcast. I'm Rob.
This is my gift, my curse. Who am I? I'm Andy.
That's good. That's
Thanks.
really good. And we are back once again talking about 2002's Spider-Man. Andy, how are you?
I'm good, Robbie. I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good because I could have said we are doing Spider-Man from 2002. Andy, how are you? But I didn't think of that until I was already saying 2002.
Well,
so I guess I'm not doing very well.
time heals all wounds, Robbie.
That's true.
Yeah.
Are you over it?
I've been over it, yeah.
Okay. As long as I'm not going to get a flogging next time we see each other.
No, I'm not going to give you 40 lashes.
Andy, I'm assuming you've seen Spider-Man before.
Not only have I seen Spider-Man, I am Spider-Man.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Now, I saw this in theaters on my birthday because it came out June 30th, 2002.
What? Whoa.
Yeah, which is my birthday.
Just the 2002.
No.
Yeah, that's what you said.
No, I meant June 30th is my birthday. 1991 is my birth year.
June 30th, 2002 was your one and only birthday. That's what I'm hearing.
Yep. Then you got it right, Robbie.
Good. Excellent. Cool. What a fucking idiot. He doesn't know what birthday is.
Oh my fucking God.
I think I saw this in theaters as well.
Was it on my birthday?
Probably not. I wasn't a loser who went to see comic book movies on their opening nights back then. Now,
well, I wasn't the only one. Robbie, because this was the first movie to gross $100 million in its opening weekend.
Wow.
Still pretty unheard of.
Yeah, chump change though, right?
Nah, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of money.
That's a butt ton of money.
Because this is right off the backs of the X-Men movie. Because didn't X-Men come out like 2 years before this?
I don't remember. But Spider-Man, it's been a hot property since fucking 1960, whenever he came out. 66? I don't know. 7?
It was. X-Men was 2000.
Okay.
So yeah, it was 2 years before this.
Hot fire.
Hot fire. Hey, Andy.
Yeah.
I've already forgotten. We were talking about before. What year did this come out?
Oh, this was 2002, the year of our Megazord.
Ooh, what were the top films of 2002?
Okay, top movie was Spider-Man, grossing $403 million.
Wowza.
I believe it's definitely more than that. Because I remember seeing on the Actually, I might be thinking of Spider-Man 3. We'll get to that in 2 weeks. But number 2 is Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, previous episode.
Ooh, Attack of the Bones. It's a bunch of skeletons.
Oh, no. That means
Attack of the Zones. They're gerrymandering.
Oh, no.
Attack of the Loans. Here come the banks.
Oh, no. We're getting real political on this episode, baby.
Oh, yeah. That was highbrow political.
Yeah.
We're going to write for the New Yorker.
Who's this guy, Jerry? Why is he always mandering about? I don't know. So he's eating oranges. He's Mandarin.
Yeah.
Mandarin oranges. You get it? All right. Sorry. Just apologize to the audience. I'm sorry. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets was number 3 with $243 million. This is a big year for franchises.
It is.
And number 4 is Signs.
Signs everywhere. The signs, right?
Doesn't really match the vibe of that movie. A lot of people like this movie. I disagree.
It's just Mel Gibson driving around going, "Oh, is this stop sign?"
Nope.
Oh,
Not even close, right?
I didn't know. I guessed. It was a guess.
Well, number 5 is the highest-grossing independent film at the time, which is My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then number 6 is Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, but I think that was released towards the end of the year because that definitely made way more.
Yeah, that made billions, zillions.
Yeah.
You know what some other films that came out in 2002 were?
Yeah.
High Crimes. It's about when I commit tax fraud after ripping a bong.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Die Another Day. It's like, oh no, I spilled all this hair dye. I guess we'll have to do it another day.
That can't be what that movie's about.
I think that's what it's about, yeah. James Bond was gonna dye his hair, but then he spills it. I gotta do it another day now.
You know, I guess we'll find out in the very distant future when we ultimately cover that movie.
There's a movie called Bloodwork, and it's starring Clint Eastwood, but the name and the poster just makes me think it's about an old guy going to the doctor.
I gotta get my blood work done.
The Santa Claus 2, Santa Needs to Get It Wet.
Uh-oh.
You ever see the Santa Claus 2?
No.
That is the plot of that fucking movie.
Santa just needs to fuck?
Santa needs to get a wife.
Oh.
They're
okay.
like Santa. We haven't told you this yet. It's been 6 years, and we have not told you that you actually need to get a wife by tonight.
Why? I guess we'll find out next Christmas.
Yeah, that's one of the clauses.
Yeah. Okay. Ice Age came out this year, and that's another movie I saw in theaters for my mom's birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, on opening day.
That's cool. Oh, a movie about a post-op trans woman, Tuck Everlasting.
Very good. That's good stuff. That's topical, Robbie.
Thank you, I guess.
How about the opposite of what you have going on? A Beautiful Mind.
I'm mad, and I'm a little sad. I'm a little bit sad. Oh, there was actually an Austin Powers prequel about Dr. Evil when he was in med school called Resident Evil.
That's good stuff, Robbie. Yeah, I've been playing Resident Evil 4.
Okay.
Like the original, not the remake.
Remake?
Nice. And
Thank you.
A lot of the time, you know, it's a bunch of villagers, and it's in Spain. So they just shout, like, Spanish stuff at you. And I just keep yelling at my wife now. I'm like, I keep yelling, un parateo at my wife. I don't know what it means, but they keep yelling it at me.
That is a slur.
I hope not.
Wait,
Hope
you
not.
really haven't looked it up what it means?
I tried to, but like when I type it in, like I'm not spelling it right, I guess.
That's fair.
But yeah. Pretty
Movie. There's a movie called Written in Blood. Use a pen, Sideshow Bob.
Nice. How about The Ring? You ever see The Ring?
Yeah.
Did it spook you out of your jorts?
Scared the shit out of me.
Same. When I was a kid. Ooh.
I saw it on DVD, like right when it came out on DVD, and I was like at a friend's house. I was like, I don't like this at all.
I seen it, and I was afraid to answer the phone. Real spooky stuff.
That's amazing.
Yeah, real spook me something rotten, dude.
You know what's crazy? Disney made a gritty backstory for Mushu. It's called Red Dragon.
Oh, Robbie.
And
never change, Robbie.
And finally, there's a movie called Murder by Numbers. Hey, Andy, why was 6 afraid of 7?
7, 8, 9.
Because it's expected that 7 murdered 4, but no one's really sure.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
You want to talk about Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Do it. I love the open. I don't know why I just as a Terminator. I love the opening credits. I think the names within the webs are really cool, but these credits go on forever.
Yeah, they do, and but we got that cool shit, I forgot his name.
Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman score. Yeah, classic. Great stuff. And I think they do a much better opening credits in the sequel with they got Alex Ross to paint the basically paint the recap of this movie. Yeah, great stuff. But that's next week. But yeah, goes on a little long, and the graphics are very early 2000s.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still think it looks cool though.
It does, yeah. This movie is very 2002.
Oh, there are parts of this movie where they stamp you right in there.
Yeah.
Where it is just a time warp. But you never get opening credits this long in movies anymore.
No.
Especially superhero movies now, Marvel movies, you get that cold open bam almost every time. Marvel logo, cold open.
Yeah.
So it was kind of nice getting a straight up full opening credit sequence.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't need this narration from Peter Parker at the beginning, which doesn't come back for the rest of the movie until the very end.
It like bookends it. It's pretty weird.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
I always feel like narration anyway in a movie can be very lazy. And like, just tell us the story. Because like he just talks about loving Mary Jane. It's like, okay, we'll see it. Well, I'm sure you're gonna tell us.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know about you. I watched it on Disney Plus, and it was real grainy. And like the audio quality wasn't great. It was like a bad copy.
I didn't know.
Sony gave Disney. Sony said, "Fuck you, Disney. Take this. We wiped our ass with it."
Oh no. I didn't notice that at all.
Oh, maybe it was just mine.
I don't know.
It's weird though. I do have it on DVD. I could have thrown that bad boy on. You know what I'm saying? A special edition DVD, baby.
What special features?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Everybody hates Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Like, even the bus driver is laughing at him.
Yeah.
But I also can't blame the bus driver for not stopping for this man who's nearing 30.
Yeah, that's well, this high school is filled with like 30-somethings.
Fucking Manganiello, or whatever his name is, Joe. That is rough casting.
Yeah, well, it's everybody, honestly. Everybody. Every single person here looks like a 40. It's going to keep going up every time I mention it. It's
but
like
Flash
a 43-year-old.
Thompson is walking in. He's like 6'5". He's like, I'm 15.
I'm fully developed.
Get out of here. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Makes me wonder, did Peter Parker do something terrible in this universe? Is he like a deviant? Because everyone fucking loathes him. And the only people who don't are his aunt, uncle, and Harry. And then Norman.
And Mary Jane seems to like him for some reason.
She doesn't seem to like him until later, but like they have a bizarre interaction when he's like, "Hey, I'm taking pictures for the paper." Right? And she's like, "Oh, you want me to, don't make me look ugly." And he's like, "That's impossible." All right. So first off, pretty smooth.
Yeah, that's pretty smooth. But it's also like, Peter, why are you aiming that lens so low?
Yes. He's like, push them together. Just push them together. That's impossible. It's like innocent, but it's like not creepy. It's a good line, right? And then he's snapping pics, and she's like playing along, and then one of her friends is like, "Hey, MJ," and she just pretends like Peter was never there. She just walks away. She doesn't say, "Oh, my friends call me. I gotta go." She didn't say goodbye. She just walks away. That's bizarre.
You're absolutely right.
That's fucking weird.
I'm gonna be honest. I think MJ kind of sucks in this movie.
Yeah, I think.
Like, I don't think she really is given anything to do, but she kind of sucks.
Yeah, so I've seen this movie like a trillion times because, like I said, I have the special edition DVD. It's not a big deal. I guess it's kind of a big deal, but like
Still in
I
its
used
original
to,
wrapping. Never actually watched it.
and RFB never removed from box,
I didn't know what that meant. I was just gonna act like I did.
but the I used to watch it all the time, right? And like me and my friend would watch this, like we'd have sleepovers and just watch this over and over again. And then like when we were done watching it in English, like for the ninth time, we'd put it on in French and watch it in French.
And then one of you would lay your head over the bed, and the other would sit on the floor. You kiss.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. I was like, yo, we could do that. But like it's I used to love this movie. I still do. I love this movie. But after looking at it for this, I haven't seen it in a while, and I'm looking at it for with like objectivity. I used to think this was 5 out of 5. There are some. It's showing its age, and it's not as excellent as I remember.
I think there are certain. I don't think the technology of the time is what shows its age.
No,
I think certain things, like some of the jokes in this movie, show its age.
sure.
Um,
Just like it's campy, but it's
yes,
campy on purpose. But sometimes that like kind of like, it's like logically it doesn't make any fucking sense. So we'll get into it.
yeah.
I
Well,
think next week is where we get to like true excellence. But
yes. Well, I don't think you could ask Sam Raimi to make a movie and then go, but it can't be campy.
no, and that's the thing. It's campy in all the right places, but some of the wrong places.
Yeah, yes, it's over the top at times.
Yeah, and it's Spider-Man, so that's cool.
Well, like we're walking through this lab, and Flash Thompson is like sniffing Mary Jane's neck.
Yeah.
They're walking like the teacher needs to put a stop to this. This teacher fucking blows.
Yeah, he's like, no talking, or I'll fail you. You'll fail me for talking?
Well, none of that, but like he like watches Peter gets bullied and then walks up and goes, Peter, stop.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Well, everyone hates him. And like to be fair, Tobey Maguire is playing Peter Parker like this fucking like mouth agape, just mouth breathing idiot. Like he just looks. I hate him. I hate him too. Look at him. He's just
Yeah,
like, oh, huh? He doesn't say anything when he should. He doesn't do anything when he should. Like he's just there. He's just in the way.
I think the problem is if you're gonna make him be like that, you have to show the science aspect of it, and they never show that for him. They
No,
just
they
kind of
don't.
be like, "Oh, he's a great scientist. Oh, that's cool." But I'd rather see him doing science.
Right. And he just drops lines like, "Oh, arachnid,
Yeah,
it'll hide it. It's. I forget what he says, but it's like they use camouflage to yeah, they're predators. Yeah, it's like, oh, that makes him smart. That makes him
yeah,
smart. And then Harry takes that line and uses it with MJ, and
and
she's like, all right,
that's why it's hard to make. That doesn't really make him look smart because it just looks like a guy shouting out facts.
yeah. Also, like, I knew that. I feel like everybody knows that.
I didn't know that.
I forget what the fact was, but after he said
Well,
it, I
yeah,
was like,
obviously it
duh.
was that spiders can camouflage. Well,
Yeah,
some
no,
spiders.
yeah, no shit.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that, Robbie?
No,
Robbie.
sorry, I don't know. But they never show him doing experiments or being smart in a practical way. So all we get as a viewer is this not even gee gosh golly, it's just a guy who's just a bitch. He's just unlikable.
Yeah, I don't like him. I like him when he's with. We get like a brief scene where he's having a normal interaction with Aunt May and Uncle Ben, and it's like, oh, all right,
Right.
I can see that. But you know what? In the comics too, before Peter gets bit by the spider and learns his lesson, he's not a likable guy either.
No, but he has
So I
friends,
wonder if
but he has
it's
some
on
sort of
purpose.
confidence.
Right. He's I don't know. He's a
See, that's the thing. He's nothing before he gets bit here.
Yeah,
There's no
that's
person
the
like
thing.
if he was. That's why I'm saying like if he was just awkward here, but then later on you show him doing experiments. Okay, at least you've shown me something of his personality,
Right.
of who he is. But before you get that, you just have this guy who's like,
Yeah. And that's why, like, if you watch Spider-Man No Way Home, and the three of them, all three of the Spider-Men
yeah,
are hanging around, like Toby's just standing there, like just completely devoid of charisma because he doesn't fucking he doesn't have any.
no, I mean
Sorry.
he doesn't get it. It's one of the things they do well in this movie is when he gets the suit and he gets the powers, he has confidence.
Yeah.
But
Which
before
is very
that,
Spider-Man. Yeah.
yeah. But before that, he is just a blank slate.
Yeah, I feel like they should have done a little more with him, like his character. But that being said, I still like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man because I grew up with it, and well, I guess we'll find out more as we go on this journey. But yeah, everybody hates him, and like I don't completely blame them, but like if I don't like somebody, I'm not gonna like fucking tell them.
People like going out of their way.
Yeah, people are like going out of their way to hurt his feelings and stuff. So like, yeah, the people are bad, but he's also just like, get out of the way, man.
He's the kind of kid who another kid would follow into the bathroom to pants him at the urinal.
Yeah, I'm sure that's happened to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The spider bite does look cool. I do like. I think that whole scene is done really well, with the spider lowering onto his hand.
Yeah, and the pacing in this movie is great.
Yes,
and like we get right into it, and we also get like all the setup. Like he likes MJ, nobody likes him. He's bullied. He's a nerd. He's got one friend, but he's got daddy issues. And then his dad is like, "Oh, Peter, I'm gonna see you as a son, like the son I really want."
yeah. We're just meeting, but you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna. This is another also weird thing to me. Is like Harry and Peter have been friends for years. But Norman's never met Peter before.
Yeah, yeah, it is weird. And how do they
Like
meet?
who?
Harry and Peter. Like
I'm
Harry's
assuming
been
they
going to private schools.
uh, maybe they just met earlier in the year. I guess then.
Oh, okay.
I guess I always thought they were like lifelong friends, but when you say
Well, yeah,
that,
and in the comics it varies, but in this they
they just
mention
come across.
like Harry's like, "Don't drop me off in front of the museum."
Yeah, I don't like that I'm rich.
Yeah, and Norman's like, "Well, you got kicked out of all the private schools, so this is what you get. You get public school."
But
So
then he gets to school and he's like, "Hey, Peter."
yeah, I don't know. I think maybe they both did something together, like something heinous. That's the thing about these movies is like nobody's really fleshed out like as a character. At least this in this movie. Like the only fleshed out character was probably Uncle Ben.
See, I think they do a really good job with Goblin and also J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the greatest casting that's ever been on Earth.
Yes. Well, yeah. But I think what they did really well here is they make you care about and hate the bad guys.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it takes to make a great superhero movie is you need to have bad guys that the audience can cling to. So we have the Green Goblin and J. Jonah Jameson, who in a way is a bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah. But he does a nice thing though.
Well, no, he does the journalistic thing. He has journalistic integrity.
Hmm.
Because if he gives up Peter there, he loses his pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, he's not doing this to protect him.
Right.
He's doing this to protect himself. We're back at Oscorp. They're working on a glider and human performance enhancers. They're just pretty open with that. We're working on steroids.
Yeah. Yeah. All that is that's very like Saturday morning cartoon type
It
business.
really is.
Business tycoon stuff.
Yeah. Excellent. Just to let us all know, this is what the bad guy's going to kind of look like later.
Yeah.
He's going to be strong and flying.
Yeah.
Understand that. They tell Osborn he's going to lose his funding. And that cuts right to Aunt May and Uncle Ben. Ben lost his job.
Yeah. Yeah, things are looking rough for the Parker household.
I guess they're just nobody likes these people.
No, just I'm sorry. I love Uncle Ben though. I think this is the best Uncle Ben.
He's awesome.
Aunt May is great too. I think this is also the best Aunt May. But I like their interactions. They're worried about Pete. They're worried about you know, making ends meet and all that. And making ends Pete, if you will.
Very good. Very
And
good.
I like how Pete walks into the house and he's like, I'm not feeling good. I'm gonna lay down. Ben and May, they take it personally. They're like, what was that about? Like, I don't know. He said he wasn't feeling good. Let him lay down.
Yeah. He's allegedly 17 years old. Let him go jerk off in peace.
Yeah.
I mean, that growth on his hand looks disgusting when he's like laying down.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I do like how it looks, like you said, and I do like how they really make him look like he's doing a good job of looking ill. Like he's like shivering and he like pulls the blanket over him. It's like, damn.
Yes. I totally agree. And then Norman tests his formula on himself, flatlines, and kills the doctor.
Yeah, well, the doctor says before he straps himself in, he says, I'm asking you for the last time. We can't do this. It's not a question, dude.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Where'd you get your PhD? Bad English Academy?
Yeah,
got him.
Got him. The only reason I can nitpick these lines because I've heard them. They're ingrained in my soul from when I was 10. I just fucking played this movie over and over and over again. I remember watching this with my friend being like, hold up, that's not a question at all. We got him.
So throwing shit at the TV.
Yeah.
And then Peter wakes up yoked.
Yeah, your boy's shredded.
Yeah. So he's all thrilled. He starts webbing. And then, so either Peter and Mary both need to close their windows, or they both know exactly what they're doing.
Well, Mary Jane would have no reason to really look at Peter's until now, till this very instant.
You can't be like the same level of height, right?
Yeah.
In the same grade and just be like, I'm just going to keep my window open all the time.
Yeah, she should know. She should know. Like,
close your curtains. And like, even if you're Peter, like walking or close your curtains, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't look like that before you woke up.
I don't know. Maybe she likes a little twink, you know? You know what I'm saying?
But I don't know. I feel like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, maybe.
And then we see MJ get screamed at by her dad as she's leaving for school. He's just being so mean. He's like, you're as worthless as your mother was.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
And she's like, I'm going to school. He's like, so then go then. She's like, I'm going, I'm walking.
And then Peter just quietly follows her for a while.
Yeah, and like, I understand. Like, he's not, I don't think he's being a creep. I just think he's trying that way. It's creepy what you're doing, but you're not like being a creep, you know?
Because he very silently goes, MJ.
Yeah, he's like trying to practice what he's gonna say to her.
Yeah.
Like I can get it. I get it. It's not something I would do.
I was hoping not.
But like, I don't know. I could let it go. You know, he's not a predator.
Right. Like at that point, if you're doing that, just run up behind her. She knows you are. Yell her name out, run up behind her and say, hey, everything all right? You want to walk to school?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, or like, hey, if you need your space, that's cool too. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. You don't push it, but like, you don't quietly follow her.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, can I just get a whiff?
And then he misses his fucking bus.
Again.
What an idiot.
But he does, when he's smacking the bus, he rips the paper off with his hand and it's stuck. And he's like, I'm a sticky boy.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then we get this iconic lunch scene. Oh, sorry. Before that, Harry finds Norman asleep on his floor. And a lady tells Osborn that the doctor's dead and someone stole the glider. I wonder who it is.
I did like his reaction. He's like, what?
Yeah.
That was real? Oh, shit.
Dafoe is so good in this.
He is excellent. He's just like a ham, just a ham, just a big fucking ham. We get the iconic food catch, which
Yes.
they did apparently over 100 times. He did it for real.
I know they did it for real, yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Peter webs the tray, throws it at Flash, and then during this little fight they have, he knocks Flash back with one punch. Flash's ribs and sternum are crushed.
Yeah, he should like his skeleton should have shot out the back of his body.
I mean, he's dead. His lungs are pierced with bone.
Yeah,
He's dead
for sure. Yeah.
I don't know if we see him again. Oh no, he does. He picks up Mary Jane.
Oh
later
yeah, in the
on.
car. Yeah, which is a fucking PT Cruiser.
Yeah.
He shows up. He's like, "Check out my new car." He's like, "Flash, is that a PT Cruiser?"
In
We're
fairness,
done.
he's like, I got it for my birthday.
Yeah. No, I mean,
What if
back then,
he
I'm
showed
sure
up and his
PT
ribs were all taped up and shit?
he's coughing up blood still.
Or Mary Jane is like, I'm supposed to go with Flash tonight, but he's in the hospital. You know,
Yeah.
internal bleeding.
You did kill him. You did murder him.
He's gonna be on a machine the rest of his life.
He's got the iron lung now. I like how like she finally notices him when he catches her, right? When she slips and he catches her. And he catches all the food. She's like, "Wow. Look at you. Hey, I didn't know your eyes were blue. Did you get contacts?" And he just like shits the bed. He's like,
He comes. He immediately
It's just funny that like this is my chance. And she's like, "Wow, you got nice eyes." It's just like, duh. He just can't do it. And then he webs the tray, like you said, and he smashes it onto Flash's back. Now, the entire cafeteria saw that, right?
Yeah.
They see him drag a tray out connected
By
to
the web. Yes.
And then a couple of weeks later, there's a guy swinging around Manhattan. You think anybody's connecting the dots?
No one in this movie is putting it together.
Okay.
Oh, no one somehow sees him swinging around New York City for the first time.
Yeah. Not to mention the double backflip that he does when he fights Flash. Everybody would be like, if you didn't get it from the web, I feel like the double backflip would be like, wow, that's for sure Spider-Man.
Well, that's the thing. Right after this, MJ and Peter talk outside their house, and she never brings up the fact that this guy just did a double backflip.
Yeah, he's doing superhuman feats.
Yeah.
And
she sent the man flying with a single poorly thrown punch.
Yeah.
And she's just like, that makes sense. All of this
cool.
On the level.
Yeah. I do like that there's a brief moment when he hits Flash and everybody cheers for like a second and he's got a smile on his face. And then they all turn on him. Like he's smiling like, "Oh, I do good." And then everybody's like, "Actually, no, you did too much."
Yeah, exactly.
Like, everybody's like, "We hate you again, Peter. We liked you for a second, and now we hate you again."
The flip was cool, but killing him a little too far.
You did too much, dude. Although Flash punched the lock, like his spider sense made a move, and he punched the locker, denting the locker. That would have fucking killed Peter. He was going for the back of his head. Like that's come on.
But that hand, his hand would have been destroyed on impact the locker.
Yeah. Well, in the real world, yeah. But in Sam Raimi's world,
everyone's all right, I guess.
Everybody's cool like a cucumber.
There are two ways to die in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man: turned into a skeleton, or glider to the dick.
Glider to the dick. That's a hell of a way to go.
I get a pop out of the Cinderella bit when Peter's like, "I cried when you played Cinderella," and she was like, "Peter, that was in second grade."
Yeah, that was Peter. That was first grade, and he's like, "Well, I still remember it." It's like, no, you went again. You did too much.
Yeah,
did too much,
dude. MJ wants to be an actress. Awesome. I'm sure you have the ability to do that. Chase your dreams and you'll go far. Suck the right dicks, kids.
And don't forget the left dicks.
They're the ones who control Hollywood.
I do love the wall crawling scene, though.
Oh yeah,
love it.
When he first climbs up and he looks at us, like, oh
yeah,
oh
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
This is where you realize that, like, oh, this guy's a totally selfish dude because he just wants to buy a car to impress MJ.
Yeah, like she sees that he sees that she's like, oh shit, a PT Cruiser, get in me, and and then he's like, yo, I'm gonna get me a fucking Toyota Camry or some shit. I do love the montage of the costume sketches.
Yes, that looks awesome.
Yeah, who'd have known that he was like a fucking comic book level artist?
That's insane. That's incredible. Yeah. He has so many talents.
He's very talented boy.
And he's apparently excellent at sewing because he tailors this suit.
Yes, he does, which is incredible.
You know what? I'm totally cool with in these movies. No questions. Yeah, they have the suit.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's
I don't
fine.
care.
And you know what? This universe is so comic booky.
Yeah.
That I'll roll with it. Yeah, I'll roll.
Exactly.
Like all the nitpicking stuff. It's just that it's nitpicking. This is an awesome movie. That's the most comic book movie out of any comic book movie that's ever been.
Right. What do you think of this product placement for Dr. Pepper as Peter's practicing his webs?
I enjoy the scene.
I don't. For some reason, that just really stuck out to me. I was like, okay, that's a little head on, guys. Yeah. Turning the Dr. Pepper bottle at the camera.
Yeah,
lens.
label out, baby. I do like how this is the second time he webs something, pulls it towards him, and moves out of the way of it.
Yeah,
because he did it with Flash, and then he does it with the lamp. Like, my guy, catch it. You gotta catch it.
And then when he's done, my room looked just like his when I was that age.
Robbie. I do like how Aunt May is like, quit cranking it, it's gonna fall off. And he's like, I'm just webbing around, baby.
Peter, you're gonna go blind.
You're gonna grow hair on your palms.
I mean, he has grown hair, I guess, on his palms. Those little spiny things.
That's true. She was right the whole time.
I'd imagine those hurt when they're coming out.
It looks like it.
Right?
Yeah, but maybe not. Maybe it's just part of his physiology now.
Yeah. Osborn, here's the goblin laugh. This is where Dafoe is fucking crushing it.
Yeah, I mean,
where he's like freaking out every time he hears the goblin speak and laugh. Love this shit.
Yeah, like the duality thing that he's doing is really good.
Yes.
It's just objectively awesome stuff.
Uncle Ben utters the iconic responsibility line. Peter is so unnecessarily mean to him here.
I mean, the whole car, I think the car conversation is the best part of the movie, like emotionally, obviously, but also it's the only time we see Tobey Maguire doing some real fucking acting.
Yes.
And the guy who plays Uncle Ben, I don't even know his name, but he's so fucking good that I almost fucking cry. I almost fucking cry watching this scene.
To this day, you're saying?
To this very instant.
It's Cliff Robertson, by the way, plays Uncle Ben.
Is he still alive? He's got to be dead.
No, he's well done. He's dead.
He was an old.
Wikipedia hover over. It says was.
Well, he's excellent. He was excellent, and
yes.
I feel it in my plums.
Yeah.
When he's like, I know I'm not your father, and Pete like cuts him off. He's like, well, stop fucking pretending to be. And I'm like, Peter, you son of a bitch. You leave him alone. That's rough. That's a rough thing to say. And then he's like, all right, I'll pick you up at 10.
Yeah.
Like so defeated. Like, it's rude.
I agree. We then get a conga line of cameos here. Because we get Bruce Campbell. We got Octavia Spencer. And we get, ooh, yeah, macho man.
Yeah.
Bonesaw's ready.
Yeah. Octavia Spencer started out in sketch comedy.
Really?
Yeah, she was like in improv and stuff.
Huh.
Yeah, and she's excellent. In the 2 seconds she's in this, you're like, okay. Randy Savage, just fucking iconic.
Playing myself, but just calling myself Bonesaw.
Yeah. Bonesaw is ready. What kind of cadence is that, Mike?
"Ooh, I've soared with the eagles and I've slithered with the snakes. I felt every emotion there is to have. Ooh, yeah." Uh,
Incredible.
if I'm walking down to a ring, down to anywhere, and these ladies are dressed like that, they're yelling at me and spitting on me,
Here he goes.
I am so hard. I would be bent over trying to cover up my erection. It wouldn't even be fair. I wouldn't be able to fight. I would not be able to fight. I'd be like, you have to give me a minute. You have to give me a minute. I need to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I need to list all 50 states. I need to think about baseball.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my God. I was getting hot just watching this.
Damn.
I was like, oh my God, I want to be Spider-Man.
I did like how Bruce Campbell is like, "What's your name?" He's like, "Human Spider." He's like, "That's garbage. How about Spider-Man?" He's like, "That's not even my name. Hey, he didn't get my name right." Like,
Yeah, like,
shut
just
up,
go.
dude. Yeah.
I was dying at the guy being stretchered off that Bonesaw just destroyed.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, I'll never walk again." And Peter's like, "Oh, did I fuck up?" Peter's like, "Oh, fuck."
The cage comes down. Bonesaw hits Spider-Man with an unprotected chair shot to the head. Oof.
Yeah, I have some questions about this scene,
Please. I have plenty of questions.
but I'm gonna save them for our famous segment called Questions.
Awesome. I love when he flips up. He goes, "What are you doing up there?"
Yeah.
Staying away from you.
Yeah.
Which that doesn't make sense. If he just stays up there for 3 minutes, he wins. Like that's it.
Yeah, he should have, but he does a cool flip.
He does do a cool flip,
Yeah.
and then he doesn't pin him. He does not pin him.
No, he doesn't. He murders him.
But like
He kicked him in the face like 6 times with his superhuman strength.
later on, the guy's like, and you pinned him in 2. It's like he didn't pin him at
I
all.
didn't pin him at all, dude.
The ref
Also,
just counted to 3.
Where are you getting $100 out of $3,000? Like, no, you pin him in 2, so you get 100. And he says, and you're lucky to get that. Like, what? Why? Why is everybody so mean to Peter Parker?
Well, in fairness, they don't know he's Peter. I guess no, they don't know he's Peter Parker.
That's true. Also, everybody who at that wrestling match who saw him with his mask off, they're all like, "Oh, I know who Spider-Man is."
Yeah. Well, I went to a wrestling match and this guy shot a web out of his wrist and got onto the top of the cage.
Yeah, and he was named Spider-Man. So I think I know who Spider-Man is.
Yeah, I think it was that wrestler, Spider-Man.
Yeah. But
He's the guy who fought Bonesaw.
yeah, and I feel like for something like that, you'd have to sign a waiver.
Andy,
You'd have to put his real name on there.
this is 2002.
You're right.
You can
You're
do
right.
it. This is a 2002 apparently independent wrestling promotion.
Yeah, where Bonesaw murders you.
Which is apparently this is not predetermined, this wrestling show.
No,
This is
no,
real.
This
is real fighting.
It's just
Apparently,
it's just a fucking UFC match.
it's not even UFC because there are no rules. They're coming in there
No.
with chairs and
Yeah,
shit.
it's just a gladiator match.
Yeah.
Just, like whoever survives.
This was literally just celebrity deathmatch: Spider-Man versus Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah. Well, Robbie, I missed the part where that's my problem.
Oh no!
'Cause that's what he says to Peter,
I know,
and then Peter says it to him when the guy robs him.
which is awesome.
It's great. You know what? It's crazy that that lesson that Ben was just telling you comes to fruition not even 2 hours after. It's so crazy.
You know what I actually really liked about Peter saying, "I missed the part where that's my problem." He turns around and he's so smug.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, "I put him in his fucking place."
Yeah. That's what you get, you
Yeah.
jerk. And then he's walking down the street. And there's a whole bunch of people, including police people. And he's just like, let me see what's going on there. Holy shit, that's my uncle. And then your boy, he's laying there with tears in his eyes. And he's like, Peter. And Peter's like, I'm here, Uncle Ben, I'm here. And he's like, dead. Jesus Christmas,
Yeah,
Robbie.
Tobey Maguire's ugly crying here.
Yeah, he's got a great ugly cry face.
Yeah, I mean that is oof.
Yeah. Ooh. But the last thing Peter said to him was like, "Stop pretending to be my dad."
Yeah.
Like the meanest thing you could say to your fucking essentially your dad, the guy who's raising you. So rude.
I agree. I agree. It's the worst thing he could have possibly said when it's the last thing he's going to say to him.
Yeah. But this is where it really picks up because, like, now he's like, all right, I got to do Spider Man shit. Because, like, he gets to the top of that building or whatever. And he's like, shit, I got to swing, like, right now if I want to
Yeah.
catch this guy. So he just starts doing it. And he almost hits the wall. But then he's like, oh, if I thwip over here. And then, boom, he's swinging. And then he does that cool, like, jump thing over a bridge. He's on the top of a truck. And then he fucking beats the shit out of this dude.
Yes, he does.
And the guy's like, have mercy. He's like, did you give my uncle mercy? He's like, buddy, I don't even know who you are, brother.
Did you give my uncle mercy? As it turns out, I did, as we find out later.
Oh, Patooey.
Oh, it's almost like they made the scene mean nothing.
Well, yeah.
Because then he falls to his death.
Yes, he does.
He's like, I can't hear anymore.
I hit my head so hard. I feel like in any other movie, Spider-Man, like he would have saved him.
Right.
But he doesn't here, and I don't have a problem with it.
No, because that's not this movie.
No, he's still learning. He's still learning as Spider-Man.
He needs to let this guy die for the like journey to be like, yeah.
Yeah, because like, and they don't harp on it at all, which I think is probably good.
Yeah.
But I feel like if they did, then it would open up more questions. Like, was that the right thing to do? But like, we're past that. It's not about that. It's about
exactly
the last thing you said to your uncle was a terrible thing, and also he was telling you, if you can help people, you should help people, and you didn't. And then what happened to you?
Right.
You know? So it's just the lesson, right? But then like he graduates and there's one more very sad scene where he's just sitting on his bed crying. And Aunt May comes in, she's like, yeah, right. He's like, I really missed him today.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, me too. That shit's rough. It's good, just good stuff.
Yeah,
you know, good acting.
Like, I'm gonna be Spider-Man full time.
Yeah. I'm gonna be doing thwips.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be a real thwipper.
Yeah.
At the high school graduation, apparently Osborn didn't think his son would finish high school because Willem Dafoe's like, I never thought I'd see the day to his own son graduating.
Yeah, he's like,
high school?
He says, you proved me wrong. So this whole time you're like, you're never gonna do it. You're never gonna accomplish anything in your life. Like,
it's high school. It's literally the easiest thing somebody could do.
Yeah.
I love this scene of Spider-Man whipping about and the city's like undecided if they like him or not.
Yes, I like that montage. It's great.
Yeah.
And it's great because all these characters are breaking the fourth wall. And you don't even think about it. Like, you don't even think about how it just switched to like documentary style.
Yeah.
It's very good.
It's awesome.
And you get a bunch of cameos too.
That's true. You get fucking Lucy Lawless.
Yeah, you get Jim Norton.
Yeah.
He stinks and I don't like him.
I didn't realize that it was Lucy Lawless as the punk lady.
No, I didn't realize that. I think until this watch.
Then we get J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson. Incredible. Also, Elizabeth Banks is his assistant. Incredible.
Yep, another cameo, yeah. You know, they date in the comics. I think that's Betsy Brandt.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm glad they didn't do that here.
Yeah, I think they introduce a lot of characters from the comics, and I think that's because Sam Raimi is like an actual big time comic fan.
Yeah.
We would get like Robbie
Robertson.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Robbie Robertson from the band.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. He's in there, and he's like in Peter's corner like he is in the comics. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Well, he also makes a great reference to Eddie Brock because he's like, Eddie's trying, Chief.
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, because when he's like talking about he wants a picture of Spider-Man, he goes, Eddie's on it, but like he just can't get a picture, or maybe he's away or something. But yeah, he mentions Eddie Brock, which is cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
We get this scene of Peter and MJ talking. I guess time has passed. They never tell us how much time has passed here.
Right. No, it's ambiguous. but I'm assuming a couple of months.
Yeah. MJ's draw was $6 short. She's fired.
I don't even know what that means.
She was working as a waitress.
Yeah.
And the guy comes out and was like, you're $6 short, which means like if she's supposed to have $100 at the end of the day, she has $94. You'd be shit canned. $6.
I don't know. I've never worked in the food industry. I didn't know that's how it worked.
I mean, any industry where your register is short $6, it's at least a write up, and something like this, gonzo.
Damn. So yeah, I've never worked any job with a cash register.
Oh, I've worked several.
I've always gone to like warehouse jobs where I started.
She also drops in that she's dating Harry now.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
And she's like, he didn't tell you? And Pete's like, no, he didn't.
And we live together. She's
I'm
like,
upset.
Yeah, he's been bruising my cervix for months.
Whoa. Actually, it turns out they barely touch.
Yeah.
She is actually repulsed by him. Why are you dating him?
Well, that's when, right after that, Peter decides to actually take pictures of Spider-Man.
So, I mean, J. Jonah Jameson is perfect casting. Like I said, that's the greatest casting, I think, of all time.
Yes.
And just the first line is like, Mr. Jameson, your wife is on line 1. He just picks it up and hangs it up immediately. That's so fucking funny to me.
Well, he also offers him a nice bucket of Christmas meat at one point.
Yeah. Yeah. Every line he says is gold. It's gold, and it's delivered perfectly. It's just so good.
Well, the best line he has is when they're talking later, and he goes, "You can't say that, sir. That's slander." He goes, "Hey, I resent that. If it's slander, if it's talking, it's print, it's libel."
Yeah, it's like perfect. It's perfect.
He's so good. He's
excellent.
So fucking good.
Yeah, and like I think Disney fucked up when they were like, "We brought him back," and they didn't do anything.
Yeah, that was stupid. That was really fucking stupid.
Yeah, I was like, "You're sitting on gold. You're sitting on gold, bro."
When Jameson first looks at the pictures of Spider-Man, he's technically not wrong when he says that they're all crap.
Really?
Because they all look fake. They're all posed pictures. You're trying to get in journalism. You want candid photographs. You don't want a picture of Spider-Man stopped just looking at the camera comes across as a fake posed picture. That's not Spider-Man in action.
Right.
And if you're Peter Parker setting up these cameras like that, why would you not use or at least offer up an action shot?
Yeah. Okay. I was looking at that thinking, because he looks up at Peter as he's saying crap. And I think he's looking at them and he's like, wow, these are incredible. I can't let him know I actually think that. That's why he's like, he lowballs him, because he knows he's just a shithead kid.
No, I think he's lowballing him anyway.
Yeah, he does lowball him.
He does lowball
anyway. But like, he looks up, the way he looks up, he's like, shit. That's how I look at it.
I think he realizes it's his only chance of getting pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But he's also going, I think he's questioning the validity of them because they are all posed. And you're also going, how did you get him to just stop in the middle of a fight for a photograph for you?
Yeah. Are you Spider-Man?
Well, it's not even, I wouldn't even ask you for Spider-Man. It's like, all right, haha, kid, who's your friend dressing as the wall crawler?
Right. Yeah. I did like how he says like, oh, put it on page 8. He's like, our paper's sold out. He's like, sold out? All right, put it on page 1.
Yes. And he tells him to remove something else that's much more important than Spider-Man to put on page 1. Incredible.
They're big sponsors. Like, they'll get it. That's good stuff.
So we go to the World Unity Festival. Oh, right before that, Osborn is told that the board expects his resignation. And then we're at the World Unity Festival. And this is one of those times where they put a big old 2002 stamp right on this movie. Ka-thunk.
Yeah. This is also the campiest scene in anything I've ever seen. And I've seen Batman. And, we did Batman 66.
Yeah.
This scene alone is just as campy as that, if not more campy. It's incredibly campy.
Okay,
he even says at the end of it, he says, "We'll meet again, Spider-Man."
Yes, he does.
Holy shit. But
Well,
in
I
the
mean,
board meeting though,
yeah.
to jump back, right, like Norman Osborn, he's like, you can't do this to me. You can't do this to me. And then he explodes. Like, do you have any idea? It was like, and that, but then like immediately after exploding, he goes back to like begging. He's like, please don't do this. It's like, your boy's great. This dude's great.
Yeah. Oh, he's incredible.
Yeah. And it's also like, he's great with the, again, the dualities. Like, you could tell when it's the goblin, and you could tell when it's him.
He does a great voice change.
Yeah. And even the, like his face changes too. It's great.
Well, he does this great thing, especially at first, of he's fearful. When he's Norman and he hears the goblin talking, you could tell he's doing a feared look because he's just hearing this voice.
Right.
But you can like almost tell it's like, that's my voice though.
Yeah. But that's me.
So we see Macy Gray singing at the World Unity Festival.
Yeah. You know, my wife met Macy Gray.
Really?
Yeah, spent the day with her at her old job. Said she was lovely.
I met Sears Black.
Okay. You're a son of a bitch, Robbie. That bomb turned those men into scaly bones.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so campy, but I'm so
He's
here
like,
for
get
it.
rid of me, will ya? Or some shit like that. I forget what he said.
He basically tells them who he is and then kills them.
That's good stuff. That's good petty shit. You know, like, hey, by the way, you know who I am, but you'll never be able to tell anyone because you're a scaling boy.
I also really like right before that the scene of Peter sensing something's wrong but doesn't quite know what it is. He's like, everyone's having a good time. I don't what the fuck's the problem.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
I did like how, like, when a building is like something's falling and there's a kid just looking up at it, and Peter's like on the wall. He's like, "Come on, kid, move."
Yes. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Goblin beats up some cops, so he's not all bad.
I did like how he's like, "I surrender."
Yes. Yeah, because I think it's cool that he pulls the wires out of the glider.
Yes, and then he's like, "We'll meet again, Spider-Man."
It's so tack as this is like spinning off.
Yeah, and then Peter grabs MJ. They swing for a while, and he drops her on some random roof. He's like, "Good luck," but he's also like, she's like, "Who are you?" He's like, "You know who I am." And he's like, dead serious.
Yeah.
She's like, "Huh?" And then he's like, "Oh shit, I'm your friend who only never heard of Spider-Man."
Yes. I really
I went
like
too far.
that.
I went too far. Shit.
Harry is also clearly jealous of Spider-Man, and it's like, dude, she's gone.
He is completely emasculated.
She's gone, dude.
Yeah, like she was like, he's incredible. He was like, incredible. Oh, like, yeah, the man fucking has superpowers. You can't compete.
Sorry, man. And Pete's also being a real dick about this because he's really loving the fact that he's like, yeah, I'm getting the girl. It's like, it is your best friend's girlfriend, and you never made a move.
Right. And they say that. He's like, I'm sorry, Pete. I didn't mean, but you never made a move. And he's like, that's true. I never did make a move. Like, sorry, dude. But also, it is shitty of him that he didn't tell you. I'll give you that.
Yeah, yes. Okay, it can be shitty, but like at the same time, like once it's revealed they're dating, you can't start like actively trying to step in here.
Yeah.
And then we get Norman talking to the goblin. This shit's awesome. When it's the mirror going back and forth.
Yeah. And the way it's cut, it's like it's two different characters in the room.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi is good at this.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Same thing with that Dafoe guy. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And that's when we get the That's Not Slander and Print That's Libel, that great scene with J.K. Simmons. And Goblin attacks. And this is where Jameson, we were talking about before, he's just being a good journalist. I'm not going to give up my sources. Or he says, I don't know, or whatever. He just dropped them off this morning.
Yeah, I just figured he was saving Pete's ass.
No, he was. If he gives up Pete there, in his mind, he's losing his pictures of Spider-Man.
He's willing to die?
I think it's also journalistic integrity, though. If you're a real journalist, you don't give up your sources.
All right.
I honestly think a lot of that was supposed to tell you like A, he wants to keep his picture of Spider-Man, and B, he's not giving up his sources.
Okay. All right. I thought it was more like there is a little bit of like actual integrity in this guy.
Yeah, I mean that's the integrity is not giving up his sources.
Yeah, but it's like integrity for like the value of human life.
Yeah.
Okay. We get Norman. He drugs Spider-Man. He puts a sleeping gas,
Yeah.
and then he takes him somewhere. And he's been out for hours because it's dark now. Why didn't you just take off his mask?
I don't know. But
Here's a
that's
question.
that is a good question. Because then Goblin, he sounds like those guys at those rallies you go to, because he goes, "We're exceptional."
Yeah. Everybody here is meant to do one thing. It's to build you up, and then they're gonna drop you like a sack of potatoes. That honestly, his offer is very confusing. What are we going to do? What is your motive here?
That's the thing. He doesn't present him with any grand plan,
Yeah,
other than
just
just
like,
being Spider-Man and Green Goblin
yeah,
together.
like we'll be buddies. Like, but like the whole thing is like Peter. He's like, we're not so different, you and me. And Peter's like, I'm not a murderer. You're a murderer. And he's like, yeah, that's true. But he's like, join me. Like, think about it. And he leaves.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like, we're doing conflicting ideologies here. Like, Ben was his dad, and he's saying, with great power comes great responsibility. You need to help people with this power. And Norman's saying, you need to kill people with this power. I get it. Conflicting ideologies, but like, it would be better if there was
If Norman had a reason or a plan.
Yeah, like a real concrete thing here. Like, why should I be a bad guy? He's just like, it's cool. Like, all right, man.
Well, that's part of the issue is like Goblin, we get it. Goblin's just a psychopath. But as far as Norman's concerned, Norman got his revenge.
Right, he's good. But now it's just the Goblin's taking over. And you could see it slowly and slowly. The Goblin, he's more Goblin than Norman.
Right.
But
at some point,
cool.
Spider-Man should have been like, and what?
Yeah, what is your
what
exactly is your plan?
Is it just kill everyone? That sounds like shit. I'm gonna be honest, dude.
Then we're gonna be lonely. It's just gonna be you and me? That sucks.
Wait, is this and then we'll repopulate the human race, Spider-Man.
Join me and we can be lovers. What?
Spread those spider cheeks. I guess that's why Spider-Man calls him Gobby at one point.
Oh, shit.
She invites Peter to dinner with her and Harry, which is a real shitty thing to do. It's like, I'm going out to dinner with my boyfriend. Why don't you come? Oh, my audition didn't go well.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's this scene, but they say something and she hints at, like, without saying it, they're both like, oh, we like each other. It's not like out in the it's like there's subtext. You know, they say it in like subtext. But
right.
Like, oh, then why are you doing this? But like, yeah, it is weird. It's a weird setup. Also, their apartment is fantastic. I don't know how you affording that in. Who? Well, I guess you got Osborne money.
His dad's bought. Yeah, his dad pays for it.
Yeah, it's true. The MJ scenes with Peter are like, the dialogue is fucking atrocious. But I was like, oh, it's not as bad as I remember. Until a certain point. There is one scene, and we'll get to that. But yeah, they before Thanksgiving, what does Pete say? That's the fire scene, right?
Well, yeah. Well, I want to go back because we get the rain scene where Spider-Man beats up all these muggers because it starts raining out of nowhere.
Yes, I forgot. Sorry.
We get the upside down kiss scene.
Iconic, Robbie.
Well, it is iconic. And I feel like people often forget that Peter is currently kissing his best friend / roommate's girlfriend.
Yep. But that's cool. Because he's Spider-Man, baby.
All right. And it's also, I noticed something. It's weird that her nose fits perfectly between his chin and lower lip. Did you notice that?
I did notice. It looks pretty like uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Because like you could see when she rolls down his the mask, you could see the veins in his neck because all the blood's rushing to his head. So like And I read that like Toby was like, no, that was actually really rough. There was water getting in my nose. Like it was rough. It was
I'm
pretty rough.
sure.
Yeah. Also, to have that mask on and then have it wet, you're just getting waterboarded. So like the dude couldn't breathe to begin with.
Toby died.
Yeah, they went through several stuntmen. But like, yeah, that's a great scene. Like, it's also pretty terrifying stuff. Like she's getting attacked by some dudes with some serious dark intentions.
Oh yeah.
And then but Peter beats the living fuck out of him. And that's pretty
Yes.
cool. Throws a dude through a window.
Yeah, the fighting looks really good in this movie.
It does. It looks like everybody's hitting real hard, you know?
Yeah.
Very cool.
These look like real fights.
Yeah.
Because then after that is when we get the fire.
Well, to go back to the rain scene, when she sees him, he doesn't have his mask on. Probably because it's raining and he doesn't want to drown. So she's like, wait. And he does the most Broadway get off stage twirl I've ever seen in my entire life. But it's great. And then he lowers, he's like, hey, it's me, let's smooch. And she's like, I never thanked you. And then like they smooch and she's like, all right, go lower.
Yeah,
and then she gobbies. You understand?
Yep, I got it.
But yeah, that's a great scene. Iconic. Harry Iconic Jr.
Very good.
Thank you. But yeah, then we get the fire, which is also, I remember when I was a kid, I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yes,
and it fucking holds up. It's awesome.
This woman needs to be in prison.
Yeah, why'd you leave a burning building with your baby?
It's like my baby's still in the building. It's like, okay, so here's my questions. A, did you leave that baby? B, did a babysitter leave that baby? Okay. I need to know who I'm sending to prison for leaving that baby in the burning building.
Yes. A lot of questions. And she is hamming it up, but like, I get it. That's your baby. I get it. But you also left her there. So what the fuck is wrong with you?
I like the fire alarm went off and you went, oh, fuck. It just bolted out.
Like halfway down the staircase, like, oh, shit, I forgot about Susie.
She's sitting outside going, I feel like I forgot something.
Oh, no.
My baby.
Well, I do like how the cops show up and they're like, hey, Spider-Man, you're under arrest. And then you hear the scream and he's like, I gotta go do my spider thing. And they're like, all right, well, we'll be here when you get back. And he's like, I ain't coming back.
Yeah, I ain't coming back.
Just
Chief.
go. It's good stuff.
I love that shit.
And then it's surprise, it's the Goblin.
Yeah, Norm Osborn, Goblin in disguise.
Very good, Robbie. I do like how he punches him across the building, the burning building.
Yes.
Big punch. And then he throws the fucking blades and we get slow motion jumps.
Yes.
Ooh, again, as a kid, I was like, I'll never see anything cooler than this.
That's so cool. One of them nicks his little arm.
Yeah, and he throws it in front of the camera. He's like, oh, my cut. It's just so you know later, because it comes into big time play later.
You need to know this.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
I do like this fight a lot, because that's when we get Thanksgiving dinner. And what a weird group of people to have Thanksgiving together. I don't know why.
Yeah, and there's a lot of just some weird shit going on here. Like, because Norman's not Norman anymore. He's just a walking weird goblin man.
Well, you know he wants to murder Aunt May the minute she smacks his hand.
Yeah, he starts sharpening the knife, making unbreaking eye contact with her. And well, she's just smiling. Like,
the look he's giving her means he either wants to fuck or kill her.
Or both.
Or both.
So Goblin's deranged.
Yes. Yeah, that's when Norm meets MJ for the first time. Harry sucks at introducing his dad to people.
Well, Harry sucks, like, period.
Yes, that is true.
But, like, yeah, and Norman's, again, he's in goblin mode, because he's just like, oh, so this is Mary Jane. He's just looking her up and down, like drooling. It's like, dude.
The devil's red hair.
Yeah, relax, brother.
Mary, does the curtain match the drapes?
Yeah, and he's being like we said, he's being murderously suggestive with Aunt May.
Well, then he goes outside. He goes, she's just after your money. It's like, okay.
He's like, she's a floozy. And he's like, you really think she'd be with you for any other reason?
Yeah.
And Harry's like, Dad, you're being real mean, brother. And then when he comes back in, MJ, rightfully so, is like, thanks for fucking sticking up for me. And he's like, hey, I'd be lucky to be half as great as that man, or the man who just called your girlfriend a
But
floozy.
what's weird is like he did stick up for her. He
Did he
was like,
though?
yeah, he's like, Dad, don't say that.
Oh yeah. But he's like Harry's just small, he's a
Yeah.
small man.
And then his dad is also like insulting to Harry. So
Yeah,
like, I don't know, MJ. You have an abusive dad. Maybe have
right.
maybe show a little bit of sympathy for this guy.
Yeah,
Maybe show
there should be more to it than
why don't
just
you show
I'm
a little bit,
leaving.
yeah, a little bit more empathy for this guy who we've already seen you cheat on
Oh shit.
a scene earlier. So why don't you
Oh
shut the
shit.
fuck up, MJ?
Oh shit, Robbie. Robbie's cutting.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. That's the thing. I
Like,
never thought of it like that.
like she's dealing with, and I get it why she'd be upset, but it's also like he calls him stupid. He's like, she would never be with you for any other reason. You're not good looking. You're not
Yeah.
smart.
You got a little dick.
Yeah. So like at some point she needs to be like, oh, he has the same issues with his father as
Right.
I do.
Yes, there should be more sympathy from her in that situation. But also, we see earlier at the World's Fair, like he goes in for a smooch and she's like, nope.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, I'm kissing Spider-Man.
Well, this was even before she meets
Yeah, I know.
Spider-Man. So it's like, I don't think she likes Harry. I think she's just like, okay, I'm done with Flash, or Flash is done with me, or whatever. So like this guy, he's it's just like an in between guy, just to be with somebody, and like that makes sense because she comes from an abusive place. Maybe she needs just like a comfort boyfriend.
I guess I just feel like you can drop all the stuff with Harry and MJ. You could drop.
See, I think it helps the future, the sequels. I think it helps with that because I mean this whole time Harry's like, oh, I'm inferior to Pete in every way. Like Pete is taking his dad and he's taking his girl,
Okay.
So it's like it's setting up. And I like
It's
that.
That's fair, but it's just in this, both Harry and MJ come across so unlikable
Yeah, most of the people come across unlikable.
because it's like MJ, you're just bouncing from dude to dude at this point. And like that's fine for
Yeah.
your personal life, but then you can't look at you can't be yelling and getting mad at him when you've clearly been like when you're clearly 1 foot out the door already.
Right. Right. I don't know. Maybe she knew he was rich and she was like, "Oh, let me have a rich boyfriend for the holidays."
That's very possible.
I don't blame her.
Yeah.
Nah, I kind of blame her. That's rude.
I don't blame her. Norm talking to the mask is awesome.
Yes,
Right
that's great
after
stuff.
that, yeah. And then May prays over a picture of Ben as Goblin attacks. Because
Oh my god, this scene.
at the dinner table, Goblin saw Peter's cut on his arm because May was like, "I gotta take care of you."
Yeah, I like how he's like, "How'd you get that cut?" He's like, "Oh, I got hit by a bike messenger." And then like a couple things happen and he's like, "How did you say you got that cut?" And he's
I
like,
have to
"Oh, yeah,
go.
bike messenger. I gotta go. I gotta go right now." Like, okay, that's Goblin.
Oh
But
fuck! Oh
yeah,
fuck!
but the scene where Aunt May is praying, it's I have extensive notes on it. It's so good. It's where is it? Okay, it's I have here. It is the greatest, one of the greatest thing ever put to film.
The over the top explosion in the
Well, it's
background.
just like it's like so campy that it's cool, and it's so cool that it's campy. Like it's just it's like it's so corny but so good at the same time.
The death loop.
Yeah, and she's like, uh, and forgive us not for we forgive those who trespass against us, yada yada yada, and she gets to uh deliver us from evil, but there's an explosion, and it's the goblin. He's all his fire and shit, and he's like, "Finish it." She's like, "Deliver us." She's like, "Finish it." She's like, "From evil," and he's like,
Evil.
incredible stuff. Love it. I love it so much that I crumbed.
Oh,
I was eating a crumb cake.
those eyes, those
horribly
horrible
yellow
eyes.
Yeah.
I love
Incredible
that
stuff.
That's
That's so Sam Raimi.
It really is.
Yeah.
That's when Peter realizes that the goblin has it all figured out.
Well, not before he gets the worst fucking Mary Jane and Peter dialogue out there. Like, he's like, "Yeah, I know Spider-Man." She's like, "Oh, wow, you say anything about me?" And he's like, "Yeah, he asked about you." and she's like, "Well, what did you tell him?" And he's like, "Well, I told him that sometimes you can feel something and it'll feel like something else. And then you'll feel it so strongly that you'll feel other feelings." It's like, and she's like, wow, that's really profound. No, it wasn't. He said he was just a babbling madman. And you see Aunt May is awake, and she's like, "Get it wet, brother. Get it wet."
Preach, Pete. Preach.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Well,
Tripping over his words.
Harry, who then walks in, and Pete and MJ are holding hands. Dude.
Ooh, girl. That's rough.
At this point, Harry really should be trying to stop his dad.
Well, what's he doing?
Like, he's like walking through. He's like, "Dad, come on." They're like talking in the fucking thing. He knows it because he goes home and he hears them talking. Am I wrong? Do I have this like?
Yeah, but I think Harry's an idiot.
Okay.
He's not putting anything together.
Because then Pete and May talk about MJ, and he's like, "You were awake?" And
Yeah.
she's like, "I saw everything.
Yeah.
I saw a reverse cowgirl."
Your uncle used to pull moves like that on me. That's why my hip is displaced.
Let me teach you a little trick. When you're down there, you put the tongue in and use your okay.
Oh my God, Robbie.
So Goblin takes MJ hostage, and then he gives Spider-Man a little trolley problem. Trouble with the trolley, eh?
Nice.
That's why I can say it.
It's incredible. I do like how, like, as soon as he puts it together that it's Norman, he's like, "I gotta go," and he calls her phone.
Yeah,
and he leaves a message, and then Norman picks up, and that's how you know it's 2002 because it's an answering machine. It's not a voicemail.
Yep.
But he picks up. He's like, "Can Spider-Man come out to play?" And he's like, "Where is she?" And he's like, "I'm gonna throw her off the bridge." It's good stuff. Yeah, I did like how he's on the phone. The camera is slowly moving and then zooming into his face as he's like seething with anger, like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill this old man."
Spider-Man,
although he doesn't know it's Norman, though.
Right, not yet.
Yeah.
Spider-Man saves MJ and the gondola, and then the power of New York City saves Spider-Man. Man, where were that a few months earlier, right?
Yeah. I think that they included that because of 9/11.
You're absolutely right. I hated that so much.
Yeah,
that's another.
You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
You mess with New York. I mean, that's another thing. We're stamping this right in 2002. That's 3 stamps I can think of, because there's also the gay joke that Spider-Man uses towards Bonesaw earlier.
Yeah, he says, "What is your
Cute outfit? Your husband buy that for you?"
Yeah. And then he's like, "Yeah."
Ooh,
like, "Oh,
yeah. Actually, it was Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. It's like, oh, okay.
Well, good for you guys."
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I did like how he makes him choose. And he says something from the Iron Giant. He says, "We are who we choose to be. Now choose." And he drops both MJ and the people of New York City. And Spider-Man says, "You know what? I choose both, asshole."
I like how
How's
they
that?
make sure you know it's a gondola full of kids.
Yeah, it's full of kids, mostly kids,
Like for
and a
some
few adults.
reason, these kids are on like a field trip this late at
Yeah.
night.
Well, I did like how he runs. He gets MJ first,
Yeah.
which is huh.
Hey, whether those kids live or die, I'm getting it wet.
Yeah, baby. But he gets them both, and Goblin just is fucking crushing his face, like as he's holding these people. Great stuff. Very high tension. I didn't have
Yeah.
any notes because I was like enthralled. I was like, oh shit. But then he lowers MJ on the like she crawls down the wire, and he's like, "You got to crawl down." She's like, "I can't." He's like, "You can. You have to. Okay, you can." For the love of God, I don't have time for this. This man's gonna kill me.
You can't. Do you see what I am doing? And
Yeah,
you're going to tell me you can't.
yeah. Get down there right now. And then the people on the boat are like, "We're gonna get it. We're getting it." And I like how the guy who's piloting the boat is like, "He's not gonna make it," and the other guy interrupts. He's gonna make it. Like, all right, guys, that's New York, baby. Now this is New York City, baby.
Goblin and Spider-Man fight inside like a warehouse or something. I don't really know what this is. This
It's like an
structure.
abandoned something.
Yeah.
Love it though. This is a fucking
Oh,
heavy fight.
yes. Great fight. I love the setting. It looks cool. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a church or something.
Yeah. So
I
they
don't know.
beat the shit out of each other.
Well, first Goblin is beating the shit out of
Yeah.
Pete,
Oh,
like no
he's
problem.
going to town. Yeah.
Just fucking rocking his face, and then a bomb explodes in his face. He goes flying. He like you could. It just looks painful.
Yeah.
And like he's screaming, like in pain. He's like, ah, like yeah, this dude's about to kill you.
Yeah.
Like it's realer. This is the realer fight than anything like Marvel really gave us. Maybe the end of Civil War, but like I don't know. This
But
is
even
good
this
stuff.
is for the most part two guys just punching and kicking each other.
Yeah, with super strength and just
Yeah.
like getting your shit pushed in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because that iconic look of like Spider-Man with the mask all torn up.
I had an action figure of that battle damage Spider.
That's sick. That's sick.
Awesome.
That's sick. That's sick.
I also had a Green Goblin action figure.
That's also sick.
And the mask came off.
Really
Very cool. Yeah.
That's sick. Did I say that's sick enough? Because that's
Yeah,
fucking
he also
sick.
he came with the glider. It was sick. It was sick. But then Norman's like, after I'm done with you, I'm gonna take care of your little girlfriend. I'm gonna kill her. And that's when Spider-Man goes Super Saiyajin.
That is not what happened. Nope.
Well, he essentially does. He just gets like a second win. And he's like, that's my girlfriend. Kapow. And he beats the shit out of the goblin.
Yeah.
I like how he pulls down a fucking entire brick wall and it lays flat.
Flat
like,
on him.
This dude's a pancake.
I cannot believe that thing. He gets up and it's damaged, but somehow not totally crumpled.
Yeah. It's incredible. It's incredible. Love it. And I love how he starts to play dirty. Like he's getting his ass beat. He's like, Peter, no, it's me. It's Norman.
Yeah. Help me, Peter.
Yeah. It wasn't me. It was the goblin.
Yeah. And they very obviously clicks the thing. Like they make sure to show it. But it's like, all right, dude.
Yeah, I'm looking right at you, brother.
Like, come on. You didn't even try.
And then he says, Godspeed, Spider-Man.
Yeah. And then he says, oh.
Yeah, I love the oh. But I did like how he just didn't know he had a spider sense.
Yeah,
I doubt he would have done that. You know?
No, if he knew he had a spider sense, yeah, and did that, then he's just stupid. But he's not.
Yeah. But also, here's something that might belong in questions. Even if he didn't have a spider sense and that impaled him, it would still impale Goblin. They'd just both be impaled. You know?
I wonder if Goblin was willing to do that.
I wonder.
What's in a Wonder Ball?
It's candy, Robbie.
Oh, okay.
Candy and toys, maybe.
You don't remember that commercial?
Yeah. What's in a Wonder Ball? Whatever.
Yeah.
I never got one.
I had them. They were just chocolate with like a little toy inside or something. Yeah, it was good.
Oh, it was a toy inside. Okay.
I think
Oh, I guess that's what's
it's
in a
been
Wonder Woman.
it's been almost over 20 years.
Yeah, over 20 years.
Over 20 years.
bet.
Yeah. Uh, this thing does stab him in the dick.
It's been 84 years. I'm sorry.
This glider hits him right in the cock.
Yeah, right before he goes, oh, slice. And then he says, Peter, don't tell Harry. Kaflunk, dead.
And then you hear thud because it's this giant Dafoe cock.
That's right. We went over that.
Yeah.
Got a big old hog.
Yes, he does.
I wonder if it's green. Like the goblin.
I wonder.
You ever see the test footage for the original goblin mask they had?
Oh, the like animatronic one?
Yeah.
It looked cool.
It looked way better than this.
Yeah.
Because like it doesn't emote. But the test one, it looks like a real goblin and it emotes. You know, like
Yeah.
that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I like this. I like Dafoe. I like it just being a guy.
Yeah, no, I like it too. I think it would be a mask that it just like in the comic, like it's a mask that also moves with his face, but then
Okay.
he yoink it off. You
Hmm.
know, I mean, I would understand the why would the army make that mask? You know,
Yeah.
why the army make this mask? That's
Well,
another question.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
He tells him, "Don't tell Harry." He's like, "Okay, I'm just gonna then leave you
Yeah,
on
I'll just-
the couch."
don't tell Harry, or I'll leave you on the couch dead in your goblin uniform. Yeah, I won't tell Harry.
Hey, I
Fuck it. I'll let
technically
him
didn't
piece it
tell him.
together. I know that Harry's a fucking idiot, so maybe he won't put it together.
Oh my god, my dad died, and someone dressed him up as the Green Goblin. My dad went to a Halloween party in April as the Green Goblin.
And he got stabbed to death right above his crotch. Would that kill you?
What?
Getting stabbed like in your pubis? Would that kill you?
It could kill you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd just kill myself afterwards. So
I'm just thinking like what organs are there?
your penis,
Well, your penis for sure, yeah.
your testicles.
Your testicles, yeah. I'm thinking like intestines, so yeah.
Well, I mean, you'd probably bleed out.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
You're saying like, would you die instantly like that?
I'd will myself to death.
You'd Willem Dafoe yourself to death.
Whoa!
Hey, that's why you're tuning in.
Harry vows revenge against Spider-Man. Peter's narration comes back for like 2 seconds, and then he rejects MJ.
Yeah, and I always thought at the end, after they kiss, she put it together. I thought she was like, "Oh,
I
shit,
thought
that's
she did
Spider-Man."
too. Yeah.
But in the next one, it's not true. She doesn't know. So I wonder if she's just like, she does give him a look though, right?
I'm willing to bet the original plan was she figured it out, and they were like,
Yeah.
we never said
Yeah.
it, so we can do whatever we want.
Yeah. I get why he's doing it. I don't think he explains it very well.
I agree.
But yeah, good movie. This is a very good movie.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, I love it, but I don't love it as much as I once did.
Well, we have a thing. We do. We go to this app. This Apple, I believe it's short for. We go to this Apple.
Okay.
And this Apple is called Letterboxd.
Okay.
And this movie is called Spider-Man.
Let me ask you what you would rate this movie.
That's an excellent question. I would give this movie 3.5 stars.
I would go 4.
I'll give you 4.
Let's do 4 then, Robbie.
Let's do 4. I'm not picky.
I
I
have a
want
great
4
time.
stars.
I would watch this every day of my life.
I would get old.
Yeah, but like this movie doesn't get old.
No, if I watched it every day, it would.
That's true, but I did it for like a year, and it didn't get old.
Well, that's fair. That's a fair
I was
point.
also like 10.
Yeah, that's that age for that.
Yeah. But yeah, great movie. Great movie.
It is. I have one question.
I have several.
Andy, why don't you go first?
Okay.
See, the reason I only have one is I wasn't going to get too into the weeds of a very campy superhero movie.
Yeah. I think there's a way to ask these questions to make them a little silly. Now,
Go for it.
questions are questions that might not have been answered in the movie, or are just straight up plot hole questions. And it's our segment called Questions. All right, in the cage match, if Spider-Man didn't have any powers, Bonesaw would have just murdered him, right? He'd just be dead.
Ooh, yeah.
He got a crowbar out. He was just going to murder this guy in front of a crowd of like 300 people.
Bonesaw is ready.
Okay. I think that's my answer.
So Spider-Man knocks out Bonesaw. And then they just declare Spider-Man the champion?
Yeah, doesn't he have to fight everybody now?
Yeah, when is he defending this belt? How does this all work?
You just get $3,000 and we never do it again. That's it.
Because they declared, because there's enough people there where obviously this promotion has a following.
Yeah.
And you just named the new champion of the promotion.
So maybe he beat Bonesaw, and then off camera he beat everybody else.
Cup of coffee in the big time. Ooh, yeah.
Didn't you say he got hurt doing this movie?
Yes, he did.
Randy Newman, I believe.
Nope. It's
Macho Man Randy Newman.
Oh, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Short people got no reason.
You got to pick them up just to say hello.
Okay, if Goblin wants to know who Spider-Man is, why didn't he take his mask off when he put him to sleep? I already asked that question, so I'm going to move on. You can cut that out if you want.
That was a good question.
Okay, how much do you think Pete and Harry pay for that apartment?
Nothing.
That's true. How much do you think the rent on that apartment is from 2002?
A lot.
It had 2 stories.
Yeah.
I'm thinking fucking at least $5,000 a month in 2002. Now we're looking at $20,000.
Now we're looking at you're buying that. That's something that's bought for a couple mil.
Yeah, but people still rent in Manhattan for like $15,000 a month. That's crazy.
It is crazy. I mean, listen, if you have the money, awesome.
Sure. But if you have the money, own it. Why would you? I don't know. It's crazy.
Idea.
Well, I've got some trivia.
Ooh, I also have trivia. I have 4 trivia.
Me too.
You want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Awesome. In the opening scene, the tour guide warns, let's not have a repeat of our trip to the zoo, museum, botanical gardens, planetarium.
The planetarium?
It is the planetarium, yes.
Hey. What high school do they attend? Is it Queens Village High, Midtown High, Hollis High, or PS 188?
Is it PS 188?
No, it's the school I went to when I lived in Queens.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What school is it?
It's Midtown High.
Midtown High.
Nice.
Thanks.
No cap. For real, for real. On God.
Oh shit, we got a real Riz god over here.
Yeah.
How old is Ben Parker when he dies? 67, 68, 69, 70?
68.
Yes.
In Aunt May's dining room, there's a large wooden fork and knife on the wall. What sitcom also had these things on the wall in the kitchen? Is it King of Queens, Everybody Loves Raymond, Friends, or Just Shoot Me?
What are the options again?
King of Queens, Everybody Loves Raymond, Friends, or Just Shoot Me?
King of Queens.
No, it was Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the parents have it on their wall.
Cool.
Yeah.
Finish this line. This is spoken by J. Jonah Jameson. If we can get a picture of blank in a thong, we can get pictures of Spider-Man. Meryl Streep, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Selma Hayek, Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts.
It is Julia Roberts.
Yeah. Tobey Maguire signed on for 3 movies. What was his paycheck to do all 3? Was it 12 million, 17 million, 26 million, or 31 million?
What was the second option?
17 million.
17 million.
No, it was 26 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jump change.
I don't know, Robbie.
In 2003, Macho Man Randy Savage released a rap album. On which track does he reference his role in Spider-Man? I'm Back, Tear It Up, the title track Be a Man, or Macho Thang?
Macho Thang?
No.
The title track?
It is the title track Be a Man.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a diss track at Hulk Hogan.
Wow.
Be a man, Hulk. Don't be scared. You're scared. You're running from Macho. That's what I heard.
Nice.
Those are the words.
The man was a treasure.
Yes, he was.
All right. Sam Raimi was chosen to direct this because of his comic book collection. How many comics were in his collection at the time? Over 15,000, over 25,000, over 35,000, or over 45,000?
Over 45,000.
Less.
Over 35,000.
A little less.
Over 25,000?
Correct.
I nailed that first shot.
That's a lot of comics.
Swish. That is a lot of comics. What a nerd. Virgin.
I mean, he's doing pretty well.
He is doing pretty well.
Yeah, he does great work.
It's true. I wrote a song.
Yo, same.
That's crazy. All right, well, bye.
Robbie.
I also have a pick to flip.
Flip that shit.
Call it.
Heads.
It's tails.
God damn it.
It's tails, because you fails. My song is called Webs.
Nice.
And I played around with the Spider-Man theme song a bit on it.
Okay.
You'll hear it. You'll hear it. And here it goes. I'll talk more after. It's called Webs. Peter Parker's uncle died, things are getting darker. Mary Jane, sweeter than a candy cane. Aunt May, everything will be okay. Red and blue and red, swinging by organic webs. Bonesaw, he'll throw you around and beat you raw. That was my song called Webs about Spider-Man.
I like that. It's very groovy.
Thanks. Yeah, I started playing around with the theme of Spider-Man, so I kind of turned that into the baseline, the old school Spider-Man theme. But I also wanted to play around with how they kind of in the theme go Spider-Man, Spider-Man. So that's why I kind of said everyone's name twice in the song.
Okay. Okay.
With a rhyme to them too. So it's instead of, does whatever a spider can, it's, Aunt May, everything will be okay.
Oh, very clever, Robbie. Very sharp. Very sharp. Like it. Like it. I like it, love it, and I gotta have it.
A little Cold Stone Creamery. But yeah, so that was my song called Webs.
Cool. I really enjoyed the groove. I really enjoyed the how the bass and the drums are like dum 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 and then do do do.
Yeah.
Do do. I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, tell me about your song.
Oh shit, I forgot. Nah, I'm just
Andy, I was gonna say
charge.
I didn't even fall for that. I'm looking at it.
Oh shit. Okay.
You
mine
also
is
said
called
a lot of incriminating stuff along with it.
Yeah. My song is called Great Responsibility. And it's I gotta be honest, I had some real writer's block this week. And I think it's because I put my whole Star Wussy into my Star Wars songs.
Very, very good.
I just put like everything I had into that. And I was trying to come up with something organically for this, much like Peter's Webs. We didn't even talk about that. That is weird.
That can't be comfortable.
No, you got like new glands in your wrists or whatever. Where is your body producing this? How is it? I just don't understand.
I'm just trying not to think about it.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
But I also don't mind it. At first, I will say when I was a kid, being a Spider-Man fan, at first I was like, blasphemy. But then I watched the rest of the movie and I was like, hell yeah, brother. But anyway, which I said to my literal brother. I said, hell yeah, brother. He was like, yeah, no, this is pretty good. Yeah. But okay, my song is called forgot doing my song. Okay. My song is called
All right, bye everybody.
Great Responsibility, and we'll talk about it after. It's called Great Responsibility.
Another day at Midtown High. I wonder who I'll get beat up by. Every day is the same. I get that I'm lame, but I'm just trying to get by. Now what is happening with me? Out of nowhere, I'm built like a tree. I'm a sticky guy, got my head held high. I want the
I went a little Broadway with it, you know?
I liked it. I liked the bop. Had a nice little bounce to it.
Yeah.
Pep
Yeah.
in my step.
A little peep in your steep.
Hey, don't peep in my steep.
You know me. I
Oh.
like to steep my peep, if you know what I'm saying.
You dip in your
in
peeps
a hot,
and like,
in a hot cup of tea.
Oh.
Yeah, I burned my wiener.
I'm talking about
Anyway.
the marshmallow peeps. Now
No, I
it's
meant
even
my peep.
worse. Oh no!
Oh gosh.
Now I'm hungry.
Oh gosh. Oh
We were talking about
garshmallow.
peeps. I was not hungry.
Because of peeps. Yeah, weird. Anyway, my song is mostly about Pete and Uncle Ben, and then briefly it touches on how the second verse is like, all right, he was just trying to be sincere. He told me all this stuff I needed to hear. And then this goblin man is saying the opposite. I'm kind of torn, but never really. Because he is pretty much like, no, you're crazy. And he is.
Yeah.
But he does have a point because he's saying, like, these people are just going to chew you up and spit you out. Like, they want to root for you so they could see you fall. And, like, they don't actually appreciate you. And then he looks at the paper, and that's all they're calling him is a menace. So it's like, I think they should have played more into that rather than, like, let's kill people together. Like,
Yeah.
huh? But, like, maybe lean into these people don't deserve your help. You know? And, like,
Right.
have Pete be like, well, who's to say who deserves what? How about I just help everyone because I have the power to do that? And that's what Uncle Ben taught me. But it's kind of
we kill indiscriminately.
Yeah, let's just be evil. Okay. All right. And I get it. It's Corn Dog City, and that's cool. It's excellent for what it is. I mean, this started it all. This and X-Men and Blade, like actually good comic book movies started this all, you know?
I feel the influences of Batman on this more so than an X-Men or Blade.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
And
Sam Raimi, I mean, especially the warehouse scene where the bad guy, the guy who shot Uncle Ben is like, he Batman's the living shit out of that guy.
Right. It's also, I think, the Danny Elfman score adds to that as well.
Yes. Yes, it does. But this is a great movie, and I'm more excited for next week because I know for a fact Spider-Man 2 is an excellent movie.
Yes. Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2.
2. Yeah. So I'm pumped for that. So
that's what we're doing next week, listeners.
That is what we're doing next week. For Webruary.
Because I'm shooting webs all Valentine's Day.
Oh boy. Robbie, where can I find the social? Let's switch it up. You go first this time.
It's an excellent question. You can go to Instagram. You can go to TikTok. You can go to X. You can go to Threads. Type in TheRoydsBand. It'll come up. TheRoydsBand. You can go to YouTube. TheRoydsBand. You can listen to the podcast on YouTube at The Royds Review Podcast. Wherever you're listening to it, give a 5-star review. Little rating, 5 stars. Bloop. And then a little clickety-clackety, some mean or nice things. I don't really care. Just make it 5 stars.
Yep.
Send us an email, roydsreview@gmail.com. That's ROYDSREVUE @gmail.com. Send us some feedback. Say mean shit. Say nice shit. Suggest a movie.
Yeah.
Andy. Dear Andy.
Yeah.
Where can they find our music?
I'm so glad you asked. You go to Spotify, go to Apple Music, you go to Deezer, wherever you get your music, and you type in The Royds, and you got 2 albums and a Christmas song. And then you go, for the podcast songs, you go to TheRoyds.bandcamp.com, and boy howdy will you find a bunch of music. We've been doing this for almost 100 smackaroos, which are episodes, plus bonus episodes.
Very good.
Plus guest songs from guests.
Guest-episodes,
yeah. So, yeah, check all that out. Look up, your favorite movie that we've reviewed and check out the song that we wrote about it. We'd really appreciate that. Also, tell your friends, word of mouth, of course. Like Robbie said, 5-star reviews are awesome. And reach out, let us know if you want us to cover anything. Robbie, I've been meaning to ask you, what do you think of the suit?
Oh, I love the suit.
Yeah, this is a great suit.
Yeah, I love the web suit.
I kind of wish the eyes were a little bigger. I like my Spider-Man with big eyes.
You know what's funny? I'm not a suit guy, so like, unless it's egregiously bad, I don't really care.
Yeah, like I like my Batman ears relatively long as well.
You've mentioned that before.
Yeah, I don't know, something about it.
When I've been playing Spider-Man 2, I like all the suits, but I really love that they have different variations of the suits. So
yes, that's the cool part. I think my favorite suit is one that they took out. It's from Spider-Man 1. It's like the regular suit with the regular colors, but it looks kind of metallic, and the spider symbol has like a green glow around it, and the eyes glow a little bit. It's in Spider-Man 1. That was my favorite suit. I know I've seen it on Alex Ross covers that are pretty recent. It's a relatively new suit. But I love that one. I was swinging around with that one, but it was not in the sequel. But I do love the in the sequel, the classic black suit that they have.
yes.
Like the classic one, I love it. It's like matte black. Love it.
Who's Matt
I
Black?
love it. He's related to Jack Black.
Oh.
But yeah, I think the best suit is Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit. Terrible movie, great suit.
Yes, that suit is fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Spider-Man 2 next week. We'll see you there. Thwip, thwip, and a thwip. Is that Randy Savage?
Yeah, it is. All right, bye, everybody.
Bye.